prompt to. Because
Oh, there we go.
Do you have it linked?
Like working?
I'll check. Do you have it linked to Twitch?
I have it linked to YouTube.
5-minute
Oh,
video for a
YouTube.
2-second process.
I'll check right now.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, Mage Naked.
I'm not doing any of that right
Initialize setting.
I mean, that's not necessarily broken.
Save. Initialize. No, wait. I don't want to initialize. Okay.
Okay.
Save.
Oh, I see.
That.
No, it doesn't say you started yet, Pokesel.
It should say now.
I'll go to your
Wait,
channel.
wait.
And look.
Going to Twitch.
Yes, it says 3 watching.
Wow, a whole 3 watching? You're famous.
Jeez, I'm bigger than Nux. Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully
Nuxtaku wishes
that
he had
tweet
your clout.
works. Let me check real quick, making sure everything's working.
I don't see you anywhere.
Okay. It's not high quality internet, but hopefully that will do.
If you close as many like side programs.
Why do I have my editing software open? Am I an idiot?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you
You're
answer.
just dedicated, man. You're just dedicated.
It never stops.
But if you can close a bunch of like,
I'll just close like all my tabs. Oh yeah.
also anything that's hidden that like might still be open, kind of.
Alright. I am kind of closing every. I have multiple Audacities open. 1 sec.
Jesus, Murphy.
Wait, so, Axel, what was the program used to create it?
Vroid Studios, and I just finished making Ouji's commission, which will be $500.
Commission.
Of course. So let's look at this beautiful model I made for Ouji in the last 10
To
minutes.
Yep, that is worth $500 right there.
This is like
Absolutely
when you-
beautiful.
This is like when you do a joke playthrough of Dark Souls and you just make like the most rancid looking character possible.
Just shut up and take my money. Just shut up and take my money.
Alright.
I like how you spelt it OG.
Oh, gee.
And then are those mushrooms on my face?
Oh no, that is. If we're live, I can't say.
That,
Sure, let's go with mushrooms. Let's go with mushrooms.
they are the mushrooms that get stuck on Luffy
Let's
when he goes
do
to.
a better
Yes.
There you go.
Wait. Pokesel hasn't gotten to that point, I don't think.
Oh my god! I totally spoiled it. Now he can't read it
That is a horrible. Now One Piece is forever ruined
because of mushrooms.
because
Oh,
of
yeah,
much.
you can make art with this thing, obviously.
I'm gonna check this out, mess around with it.
Yeah, let me know if you need
I
help.
think everything's working now. Can everybody hear me properly in the chat? Let me know.
No.
Okay.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Wow. I feel.
Wait, breathe again. I think I heard that.
Maybe.
Breathe again. I
It's
think
kind
I
of.
heard
I am under attack. Alright.
Can you say that again? I couldn't quite hear you say that you're under attack.
I wouldn't say attack, more like civil disobedience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I like the way he said it.
Civil disobedience.
He made it sound cool.
Okay, let's go. The chat's working. Okay. Treasy, welcome your face to the stream. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to One Piece Alabasta Saga review. Today we have a full cast. Usually these are co-hosted by Big Sin, but he's out right now. Some stuff is going on, but he'll be back for the Skypea one. Joining us today, we have the Shonen Ouji.
What up?
He makes One Piece and Doctor Stone content, so check him out. Next, we have the Anime Outlook, which makes tons of different types of content. You can say hi, Anime Outlook.
Hello, I'm holding very big balloons.
Next, we have somebody who makes quite a bit of Black Clover content. At least that's what I've seen from their channel. Zoe.
You're welcome. Okay.
That's so good.
He makes godly thumbnails, so yeah, hit him up if you.
Thank you for
Yeah.
Gotta be Zoid.
Yeah. Then we have the legendary, the big bro, Kakarot.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been so long, Kakarot. I just miss you, man.
Yeah, facts, man. We didn't talk last week. We're a week before that. It's been way too long.
Yeah. And now we have the Overlord Stan, Heavenly. Oh, wait, it's Ainsclad.
Yeah, man. Yo, what's up? It's Heavenly Weave. No, actually, it's Ainsclad now.
Einzulgon. Then we have a definitely not a Yashihime YouTuber, a One Piece YouTuber, Axelbeats.
I fucking wish. Hello.
That's 2 for 2.
How you doing?
Then we have and there's a fan.
Yep,
Okay.
that's me. That's all the introduction I get.
No, Johnny is a legendary author. He rivals only Oda, in his writing.
Wow.
What?
I don't know if I would say that, but thank you.
I might
not say that
oh.
I would not say that my writing rivals that of Oda. Well,
Check out his
no.
his manga series. Well, it's not really a manga series; it's a webcomic series in the
It's a
description down
webtoon,
below.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's same thing.
Call it what you want. Just don't call it late for dinner. That's all I ask.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's a curse, Barney.
So basically, today we're just gonna be talking about the Alabasta saga as a whole. I'm actually really excited to talk about this because it's been a few weeks since I've talked One Piece. I've only been talking about Berserk and Bleach lately. So yeah, haven't been trying to. I don't want to spoil anybody on my views on the saga. I kind of accidentally already did that. But yeah, before we get started, let's just get started by kind of expressing your guys' overall opinions on Alabasta. Whoever wants to go first can just go first, and then we can go from there.
It's perfect. There's no reasonable dispute. Good night, everybody.
You could definitely say it's the driest arc.
No.
I don't know. Outlook said it was pretty hot.
I mean, I got pretty wet reading it,
I'll
but
say mid-tier. I
And
think
with that,
mid-tier.
I am
got
out of
pretty
here.
wet when I
See
was
you
reading
later, alligator.
Every time Axel talks,
I'll stay a while, crocodile.
It is mid-tier. This arc is mid-tier.
No. One of the
mid-tier.
goatest
Let me know if
not.
the stream is good, chat.
top
yeah.
5 females ever comes in this arc, and then another one with blue hair comes.
Okay.
come on.
I don't know if I can agree with that, Kakarot.
Nah, Robin
but
is top 5.
I'll give you the hot take right now. Drum Island was the best arc in the saga.
Hey, it's
Okay.
time for me to leave.
Okay.
Interesting.
I can see that. I can see that.
Well, before we get very deep down into it, I forgot. I don't think I actually gave my scores for the arcs in East Blue earlier, so don't debate these, chat. This is just so that people who are watching this as a series later down on the road can see my takes on the series as it progresses. So we're not talking about these arcs. I give Romance Dawn an 8 out of 10, Orange Town a 5.5 out of 10, Syrup Village a 6.5 out of 10, Barati a 9.5 out of 10, Arlong Park a 9 out of 10, and Logtown an 8 out of 10. It should go back. It's on YouTube. But okay. So I guess okay, Johnny, what would you rate this arc?
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say a 6.9.
That is
Ooh,
a
you're feeling
disgusting
cheeky.
score. Where did you get off at 1/10?
Hey, I like his number. Just remove the point.
I thought it was
No.
quite nice.
You can get out of here. You can get out of here with 1/10. It's piss off. 1/10.
I mean, I gave it a 6.3 to be fair.
No, I'm gonna give it a 7 because honestly,
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it.
Oh,
This is
I
not
just wanted to do
algebra.
the
You can
6.9
full
because
number.
69. No, I just wanted to say the funny number.
Yeah.
No,
oh,
don't do that.
what about
If he
you?
wouldn't have done it, I would have.
What about you, Kakarot? What's your score for
Well, I gotta give it like a 7.5 because there was nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't long enough to be anything wrong with it. Nothing like spectacular.
except the outfit that
Bro,
somebody
that
wears.
just shows they have
I don't even remember Vivi's outfit.
immaculate drip.
She's
See a big
wearing like a
cheesy.
yellow thing. Her hair is like a
T's
mess.
outfit.
She's got like this razzle dazzle, like pointed bosom, like top. This is very
Mhm.
not good.
Alright. Alright. What about you, Outlook? What would you rate this arc and why?
I'd give it a 7. It's funny, it's quirky, you learn some more about the world. All in all, it's nothing wrong with it.
Alright. OG.
I would give it a 7.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Same reasons as above.
Yeah.
Alright, what about you, Zoid?
I would give it a 6.5. Not gonna lie, I don't remember anything about the arc except the whale.
Well,
Yeah.
The
Hey.
whale.
Zoe,
Crocus.
What the hell?
Don't forget Crocus. Like, how
Yeah.
can you
I don't remember anything. Not gonna lie, I haven't watched this arc or rewatched it for a while.
Honestly, I forgot that Crocus was in that arc. I remember Crocus, but
Mm-hmm.
Where did you think he was?
I don't remember where it was. I've only read One Piece once.
Oh, I'm on
Oh,
my
God.
Like a casual.
Alright.
Imagine reading chapters one time and thinking that's enough.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I think this arc is probably the I love the moment when the spray paint happens. But other than that, that's the redeeming factor for the arc. If it wasn't for that, it'd be like a 6 or a 5. But that's why I'm gonna give it like a 6.3. Coming up next, we have Whiskey Peaks. I think, yeah.
oh yeah, that's sir. That was goaded.
Okay.
Is that the fight
we
with
talk-
Mr.
are
Three
we
and
going-
that little girl?
Wait, I thought that was
No,
the one
that's-
with
that's
Zoro
Saga.
against all the bounty hunters.
That is where Zoro
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
all
yeah,
the
the
bounty
100
hunters.
bounty hunters, yeah.
Yeah, when
Billions.
Zoro clapped all of them, bro, I was like, what? This is just how amazing Zoro is.
I still am not the biggest
That
fan
was
of the
interesting.
villains in this arc. I don't know what's about with
It's
them.
not like that great.
Mr. Five and Miss.
Yeah.
I like how
Who's that
I like
little
how
girl?
Valentine's makes a lot of
Big
stuff.
Oh, the
Sin!
legend's here.
The
Yo,
legend is
you
here.
hear me?
Yeah,
The
we can
king
hear
of
you,
One
man.
Yep, we hear
Yo.
ya.
Alright. I'm still in this ER, man, the waiting room, but I just wanted to stop by. Apologize for not being able to pull up.
No, it's all good, man. Health comes first.
Hey,
King of
man,
One
but
Piece
I
is
just
here.
wanted to say real quick, you know what I'm saying? Anything lower than the 7 is cat for Alabasta. Get that out the way. Also, if Pokes won't be on here slandering, it's all cat. Don't listen to him. Everybody else is valid, but Pokes isn't. And I give Alabasta a rating of 8. You know what I'm saying? That's my
Hell
rating for it.
yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm gonna dip off though because there's a bunch of people in here, but I just wanted to stop by, man, show some love.
Thanks, Sin.
All right.
All right,
Peace
man,
out.
y'all be
Good
easy.
luck.
See ya, man.
Yeah.
Peace.
Hope everything's good.
The
So,
King of One Piece is gone.
sadly he was speaking cap in the call. I'm the only person in here that's right. But
Wow.
Nah, Plimo.
Whiskey Peaks.
It's okay, folks. I'll believe you.
I love the moment when Zoro just switches and he starts destroying the bandits. But what I like about that moment more is when he and Luffy kind of have their little fight. Like
Man,
that was
It
great.
was really like nicely drawn.
That
Like the
that just showed that Zoro
was
was stronger than
laughing.
Luffy.
Well, I like that. Like they're going buck wild on each other, and like they aren't even paying attention to the people behind them, and they're still beating the hell out of like Mr. Five and Miss Valentine's. Just like not even paying attention to them. It just shows they're completely different league.
Yeah, they're just built different.
And it also shows that Zoro is stronger than Luffy.
Wait, what?
At least I can see that early game. I don't know about in the latest in the manga. I don't know, but I'm not gonna get into that.
I would give this arc probably a 7.5.
Oh, time to leave. 0.5 too low.
Okay. I think that the build up at the start was really good. Like 7 means that it's good, in my opinion. 7 means good. So 7.5 means it's better than good. But I do like them, like several moments in the arc. I just wish that there was a little more to it, if that makes sense. That's really my only complaint with the arc. But
so short.
Yeah, it's a really short arc. I just wish they made the Luffy versus Zoro fight a little longer, because Zoro and Sanji are my favorite characters. And I want to see that action between Zoro and Luffy. But yeah, what would you guys rate it? You can talk whoever wants to talk.
So, are we talking about when you say Whiskey Peak? Are we talking about like Chopper and whatnot, or are we just talking about?
No, that is Chopper's Drum Island.
Oh, that's right. Why am I thinking that? Oh, I'm
an amateur.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm an amateur. Okay. Oh gosh. All right. So Whiskey Peak. For me, I have to say I do like a lot of the moments. I find it. I like the funny moments where what's his name, Luffy and Zoro ended up eating and drinking them the chefs completely dry. Overall, it was an interesting arc. I liked the power sets. You get really weird powers actually. One of the things about before entering the Grand Line during the East Blue Saga, there weren't as many Devil Fruit users as there are in the Grand Line, which is even more prominent the deeper you get into the Grand Line. But you get some really wacky abilities right off the get-go. I mean, we got a guy flicking boogers and making them explode. That's an assassin.
Too. Like in all of the East Blue, we saw what Devil Fruits? Just Luffy's and Buggies, right? And then like the first island you go to.
Well, and you also get
wait, Alvida didn't have a Devil Fruit at that time?
Smoker.
Alvida and Smoker, yeah. So like that's 4 of them. And then you got like the first island in the Grand Line. There's already 2 new ones. That's like a much faster introduction to them.
I think the main point is like they're trying to show how Devil Fruits aren't as rare as like the East Blue may have made it seem, because the Grand Line is so much more dangerous than the East Blue.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking it's kind of trying to lead in that sense. But John, did you say your score? I didn't hear it.
Oh, my score? I'm gonna have to go with a 7.
A 7? Okay. Einskleid?
Low.
I would give it a 7.5 because I can't really remember the arc besides the Zoro fight.
Is that RTL Faith?
Faith is here.
RTL Faith has joined the fray.
The Furry King.
So you still call him this?
We're talking about Whiskey Peak.
Okay.
Omar, he's here now. So basically, the way that this is set up is it's like an open house voice call.
Yeah. Playing by the owner, Kakarot Senju.
Yeah, Kakarot owns my channel.
Yeah, we share it sometimes.
Alright, so to kind of move forward, Axel, what would you rate Whiskey Peak, since we kind of already discussed everything about it?
7.5.
7.5. Outlook?
Well, I do love the moment when it's revealed that Zoro was asked to join their group of assassins, and he just replies with, "Well, let me be your leader." Really, just shows off Zoro's power, and he destroys them all.
Yeah.
So I'd have to give it an 8.
Oh yeah. What about you, Kakarot?
I'm going with an 8.5 just so I can have the highest and I'll win.
Dang, Kakarot going to make Whiskey Peak better than what it is. Oh yeah. You know what? RTL, you just joined in here. What's your score for Whiskey Peak? It's the. Do you remember what Whiskey Peak?
Yeah. I remember. I think. I would probably give it a 7. I mean, it wasn't it. It was cool. Maybe a 6, but it was cool. I mean, it was. I definitely the only memorable thing is like Luffy versus Zoro. So, but it was cool.
It also did a good job with setting up Baroque works and whatnot later on in the saga. But other than that, it didn't do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I might go 6 instead. You know, above average, a little bit above average.
Okay, that's fair. What about you, Ouji?
I'm gonna say 7.5 because 1, Zoro is a badass. 2, it does a great job of establishing Vivi as a very proactive character. And 3, although it was hinted at in earlier parts of the story, this arc basically confirms that Nami is the pimp of the group, and she brings up her loan to Zoro.
Oh yeah.
You guys
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, actually, video.
Oh,
the shitpost video.
We find out that she's a loan shark.
She's a pimp, is what she is.
She's a whore.
No, I didn't say that. She is a pimp.
Okay. What about you, Zoe? What would you rate?
I'd give it a 7. I liked how the argument with Zoro versus Luffy, but I hated the introduction of Princess Vivi. I absolutely hated her character at the beginning of the series in the introduction, but I did enjoy her character later on in the future arcs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think everybody gave a rating, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kakarot just said like the stream or wait. Okay, well, like the stream or wait.
I couldn't think of anything else.
Like the stream or you don't like One Piece. Oh.
Yeah.
Dislike it if you like One Piece.
Autocorrect came in, my bad.
It's so good. Okay, coming up next we have, I think it's the Little Garden arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir. I love that one.
Yeah, same. This is my favorite arc of the saga.
Dory and Bragi and Usopp.
Mm-hmm. This is my favorite arc of the saga.
Zoro and Sanji's.
I like that little girl with Mr. 3.
Yeah, that's where their rivalry starts, ain't it?
Yeah. They had like little things before that, but they literally like had a measuring contest here, and I love that bit so much.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's bigger. Mine's girthier.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. The words out.
And I love the bit with like Dory and Bragi were also there for the same reason. Like they were arguing over the sea monsters from all those years ago.
But they forgot.
Oh my god. The best part of that story is that it was just a random little girl just like, so who's bigger? Or who won? They're like, oh wait, we didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm. Little Garden arc is such. I love the moment for Usopp. I am not the biggest Usopp fan, as many people here. No,
I love Usopp.
Not yet.
He's my favorite straw hat.
Yeah.
He's my favorite straw hat.
Pokesel, you don't like Usopp?
Usopp is my least favorite straw hat at this point in the story.
Oh, I hope that changes later on.
Is it good?
Pokesel, you like Chopper better than Usopp?
Yeah.
Yes, at this point in the story.
Well, Chopper's not in this.
What?
Well, yeah, but even once he does get introduced so far, I like
Chopper has more character than Usopp, though.
I mean, Chopper and Usopp are kind of like the same for me. honestly.
Let's go.
Arc yet.
Anyway, this arc is amazing with the whole moment with Usopp and the giant, like, you know, a warrior of the sea and stuff like that. Like Usopp does have some great moment right there. I love how the giants are just constantly fighting. Like they know what it means, and then when Luffy realizes somebody cheated, you see Luffy genuinely pissed, and I love it. Every time Luffy gets pissed, I get hyped. So, yeah. So I love this arc. It's easily my favorite arc of the saga, and I gave it an 8.6 out of 10.
Oh my god, another like what? In all seriousness, like what is this grading criteria?
Wait, so this is your favorite, and you give it a what?
An 8.6 out of 10 is my favorite arc of this saga.
Right, I'm gonna have to leave it for here. We just made up numbers.
Oh, we'll get to Alabasta. We'll get to Alabasta.
Okay, first of all, my dyslexic brain thought you said 6.8.
No,
so
did you say 6.8?
So 3 things that I really like that didn't get brought up here. We have the Mrs. Golden Week with her like painting trap. Really love that. It was super interesting.
Yeah.
And
I want to know more about that.
Yeah. I like the non-devil fruit powers that we see every now and then. They're really interesting. 2, Zoro's like on that cake thing that like pouring down wax. And he's like, I guess I'll just cut my ankles off and we'll go from there. And they're like, don't do that. He's like, I'm already halfway through. What do you mean?
But he also poses, doesn't he?
Yeah, he like poses.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, if I'm going to die, I'm at least going to look cool.
Yeah. That was funny.
I also like
they're also chill.
Scars forever. Like every time you see his ankles in the future, his scars are still there, and that's really cool.
I did not know that.
That is really cool.
I didn't know
that. And then we have the first Mr. Prince scene.
Yes, Mr. Prince.
Which we can't really talk about.
Yes.
But, you know.
Wait, how much of Alabasta are we talking about? I thought we were...
No, we're talking about all, but that's more so in the...
All of Alabasta, but...
Sanji's so cool.
The importance
all
later,
of Alabasta? Well, I like how they introduced the object eating devil fruits. That was like funny to me.
That's a couple arcs from now, but yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Okay, but yeah, I do like this arc. Like this arc is amazing. I just want to make that known.
I would like to point out, and nobody's gonna bring it up. I know it because it's so obscure. This is the arc where they bring up the book Bragmen.
Oh yeah.
If you don't remember, Bragmen. So in the context of this arc, Nami uses it to look up the story about Little Garden that was recorded by an explorer. And so going forward, Oda uses Bragmen as like a collection of adventure stories. And, minor spoiler, in the Ace novel, it's basically shown that Bragmen is so popular as a book in the entire world that 2 people who have never met each other bond because they both liked reading the book Bragmen as kids. So I think that's really cool world building.
They also but they have another instance of Usopp's lies becoming real things. With his like giant goldfish story.
Oh yeah.
Which is another cool thing.
Yeah. I think the arc is really solid overall.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pretty cool arc as well.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to give my rating?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of co-sign a lot of people right here. I would give it probably a 7 overall, 7 out of 10. It's been a while since I've seen it, to be fair. It's a decent villain. The Straw Hats were in somewhat of trouble. The big lore with the giants was pretty cool, and then that's about it for the most part.
Alright, fair enough. Well, what about you, Zoid? What would you give this arc?
I liked the history of the 2 giants, about like their battle forever for a couple hundred years, and their ancestors. Also, I like that, I've forgotten her name, but Axel Beats did say about that little girl who can control speed. I liked how she was fighting against Luffy. And yeah, that's all I remember about the arc. But I will give it like a solid 8.
Alright. What about you, Eins?
I'd give it a 7.5 because I don't really remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the highest bounty in the story. 100 million, right? The two giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much everything else you guys already talked about, but that was also a really cool moment.
Alright. What about you, Outlook?
One, I love the moments in which that you've got the two giants like connecting, because when he blows up because he's drinking the explosives, and then he still fights and loses for the first time, you really feel that it wasn't deserved, and you feel the injustice, and that was the whole point of the story of justice and how it should be dealt out. Mm-hmm. And I think it was done really well, and I give it an 8.
Alright. Respect. What about you, Ouji?
I would probably give it a 7.5.
Alright. Anything under an 8 is invalid, but okay.
Oh my god.
What about you, Kakarot?
Like an 8.6, so I can be the highest.
Kakarot, you have the same score as me!
Oh, 8.7, I mean.
Oh.
I can be the highest.
I think... Wait.
The rating system is pretty wild.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where are you getting these?
There's one person I think I haven't gotten
like,
a score from.
My rating would be like an actual 8.5 or something.
Oh, Kakarot. I don't think I've asked you, Johnny, yet, right?
I haven't.
Yeah, what's your score, Johnny?
I'm going to have to say a 7 because...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your opinion's invalid. Okay, moving on.
Okay then. Goodbye.
Okay, why, Johnny?
Well, I really like it. Was a lot of interesting fights, and again, some more interesting devil fruits. But this arc is more of a setup arc, much like the arcs beforehand. It was to set up the world and to explain more about Alabasta, which is the first time we've heard of it as well, I think. The island of giants. So it's foreshadowed that, and as well as a few other things in the world, and then also explaining more about the Baroque work agents and Mr. 3 and what? Yep.
Yeah,
overall, it's a decent arc. It's a decent arc. It's better than
the Giants return later on in the story, in some way.
Yeah.
Would be my
I
assumption.
definitely agree with Johnny.
I hope so.
I think a lot of this entire saga, in fact, is foreshadowing a lot of stuff that are coming up, so you can really appreciate it more, I guess, when you get further.
You get the
mystery
mystery of Mr. Zero, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. Drum Island.
When does a man
9
die?
out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Dr. Hiruluk will forever be in our hearts.
Chopper is goated. I love Chopper's backstory.
He's actually
the best character.
Wait, he's actually a reindeer, not a goat.
Only thing I can say.
I do believe this is when we are first introduced to Zoan type fruits as well.
Yep.
With the Python fruit, the ox fruit, whatever it's called. I forget his name though.
What's that man who could turn into a monster?
Dalton. Yes.
Yeah, Dalton.
I love Dalton as a character as well.
I really
like the.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I really do love how how the arc builds and starts off, because first they have to go to Alabasta, but then Nami gets sick, and that's a huge playing moment in the series. And one of my favorite moments so far in the series is when Luffy is carrying Nami up the mountain, and then Sanji as well.
Oh my gosh, dude! I get chills.
Yeah, I had chills when looking at that moment, and that moment alone was goated. But along with that, we get this massive sad backstory with Chopper. We get the flag scene as well. But I think the best part of the mountain scene is when Luffy gets up there. He has all this blood on his hands. He's so badly injured, and he just looks at the doctor and says, "Help my friends," rather than "Help myself. I'm in need." He's always focusing about his friends around him.
I see you're stealing all of
I
the
absolutely love it.
Okay.
One of the things
I am not. I am just saying
anime. One of the things in the anime that wasn't one of the things that the anime does really well is the slower paced, really hard feeling moments, much like parts of the when Luffy is climbing with both Sanji and Nami on his back. There's a point where he's climbing and he starts sliding, like so far down. That's not in the manga. That's not in the manga. Oh my gosh, that just oh my gosh.
No, yeah, back before I started reading the manga, and I made this like thing for Seth the Sin's channel. He was doing this series called One Piece of One Piece. So I made my One Piece of One Piece, and keep in mind I'd only seen the anime up to the end of Alabasta at that point. I started reading the manga from chapter 1. But I'd only seen the anime of Alabasta and East Blue. One of my moments was that, especially when he slid down, because you see the pain that Luffy is experiencing and pushing through, and it's really exhibited there really well. And also, the pain that Luffy's going through is really shown well in the colored manga.
It's also like the second he drops him, he just like grabs him, keeps going. Like there's no hesitation. It's just like, I gotta do this.
Yeah,
I like that a lot for him.
Yeah, for sure. He wants to help his friends at the end of the day.
So you have the greatest villain, Wapol.
Oh god,
definitely for sure.
Yeah.
I wish he died.
I stand that Waffle's an important character.
I mean, he's still relevant even now. Like if you're caught up. So.
It's not so much that it's like let me first off, he's shit. He's the worst. But,
as a character though.
But his role in like being the opposite of Vivi and Cobra is huge. Like you go to see him and you're like, this is the greediest king I've ever seen, and then Vivi's there like, I will die for this country. And I think
stole my line.
Oh yeah, I love the contrast between him and Vivi easily. Like it's amazing, especially when you get the backstory with Vivi, and him, and how she had met him before and how he slapped her, or something like that, and she just
as a child.
As a child, and she just puts up with it because she realizes, if I do anything back or if I tell somebody, then this could start an entire war. Why would I put my people through that suffering?
On that note, we also get a great moment in the very beginning of the arc where they pull up into the port and they're getting shot at, and Luffy is about to start a fight, and Vivi like makes him bow, and she's like, "Are you really going to start a fight and get us all killed? How is that going to help Nami?" And it's like one of the first moments in the story where Luffy actually learns a lesson from somebody else in leadership, and I think it's really cool.
100%. You know, all this talk is making me want to increase my score for the arc.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Phenomenal arc.
You've also got Zoro. He goes for a swim.
Something else to note.
Zoro goes for a swim.
What were you gonna say, Ouji? Oh, sorry.
Something else to note. Luffy and Sanji tease all the like Blackbeard theories about him not sleeping, because they talk about how people who live in snow villages don't sleep.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Oh wow, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Blackbeard, the legend began.
Yeah,
Like,
I have
introduced, right?
I have no idea what, but I'll just say yeah.
I do have one question for you guys, though.
Yeah, what's up?
When does a man die?
He is forgotten.
absolutely love
Yeah.
Dark Mirror look.
I did
She
as well.
chills.
The legend.
You know,
Yeah.
originally I had this arc set as an 8.5, but after having this conversation, I'm gonna bump it up to an 8.7, so it's the top arc.
I hate everything about that.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I can't put it under Little Garden, thinking of how great Drum Island is.
I think it is better than Little Garden, but
Way better than Little Garden.
Yeah, way better than Little Garden. But I'm saying, but I don't know if I would say it's the top arc in the saga. There's some pretty good arcs in this saga.
Well, there's only one arc left in the saga. What do you mean?
Exactly.
The part of this arc that like ruins it is Wapple, and not so much Wapple himself because of the importance of his role, but like the people under Wapple, those two people who like the one guy's power is afro throwing.
Oh
and the other
yeah.
guy is kind of there. Like,
I wish they were more serious, Axel, honestly, like their powers and stuff. Like they were like Yeah, I agree
it's
with
a
that.
serious arc, like the thing, like, and these guys are just so goofy.
Yeah. I do agree with that. What would all of you guys rate the arc? Go whenever you guys want.
That's
Give it
8.5 for me.
8.5.
8.5.
9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Best arc in the series.
Or 8.9.
I wouldn't say it's best arc in the series. There are quite a few.
No, I
good
mean
arcs.
the saga.
Oh, and the saga.
It has the
even
best character development in this arc, though.
second best in my opinion.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really like this chapter just because Chopper is introduced. I mean, not this chapter, this arc. But it's still, if Chopper wasn't introduced, it would still be good.
Chopper didn't even do anything to you, bro.
Yeah, but like, I don't like Chopper.
But on Chopper, I know he's just a blooming reindeer.
Oh,
Yeah,
also
like,
Chopper is Rudolph. That does kind
Chopper.
of take off a little bit from the chapter.
Chopper, the blue-nosed reindeer.
Small little Willy.
Oh,
He will give you lots of
But I'd
mad-
give this like an 8 point.
Oh.
No, I just give it an 8.
all right.
Yeah, gotcha. So for me, I probably would give this arc. I gave the last one 7. I'll give this one an 8. I thought it was a really good arc. One important factor we all talked about it. It introduced one of the Straw Hats, Chopper, the mascot of One Piece. Like at the end of the day, and then it had the iconic, speech with and then the death of Hero Look. So
Die.
yeah, so that's definitely an iconic moment, and it stands the test of time even now, and your One Piece endeavors. So overall, it had the emotional value. You had important stuff when it comes to introducing a new character. A lot of good emotional moments. The fights, they're all right, but villain, all right, but overall, I'll give it an 8.
All right. I respect it. Anybody else want to give their take?
I will give an 8, and that is all I have to say about this arc. One thing I forgot to mention about Whiskey Peak, but it's 110% worth noting. We get to see Robin with her pet turtle. That is so cool. It smokes a cigarette. That's all I
Wait, she had a pet turtle?
She did.
What?
She wrote it.
Go back. She had a pet turtle, and she wrote it. Yep.
Yeah, it was instead of her ship, she had a turtle.
Yeah, it
I
was
wish
bad.
I was that turtle.
Also, we
Completely
saw
forgot.
Robin never mentioned again.
Man, I wish I
We
was
did
that
see
turtle.
Robin manhandle the crew though, and that was fucking freaking cool.
Oh
Man.
my gosh.
I'm so
I
sorry.
love
I'm
that
hating
moment
it.
so much, but then she got mega nerfed. Like she soloed all of these people,
Yeah.
and then now she's just
I mean, she's. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't think she got nerfed.
well,
She's just less impactful now.
yeah,
It's got a different role.
yeah.
Not the recent chapter.
Well, I don't read the manga. I'm not.
I mean, yeah, the recent chapters
Wow.
is amazing, but
Dude,
like other arcs,
her role in Wano is great
Alright.
right now.
yeah, facts. Right now, it is.
All
good.
right.
But, like,
all right.
in
Let's
other
not talk
arcs, like
about
Fishman.
Wano. Let's not talk about Fishman.
Hey,
That sounds kind of racist. Not gonna lie.
That does actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have the
Let's go canceling.
I think this is the
Alabasta.
second worst arc of the saga, maybe third. Alabasta.
This is okay. Can you in all seriousness explain?
Oh, so I'll kind of
already
explain.
Full detail.
Yeah, I'll give my reasons. My criticisms for Alabasta are gonna start now. My first criticism is Crocodile. I don't think that Oda should have made Luffy fight one of these 7 warlords so early on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because I really feel like it forces him to give Crocodile such this massive Achilles heel, like making his weakness water. And while it makes sense with his ability, it just feels, at least to me, very dumb in a lot of ways. That he and then the second, you guys can talk about that, Chris, before I move on.
So the reason that he's fighting a warlord right now is because at this point of writing, the story was supposed to end on paper, it was supposed to end soon. The journey was supposed to be they get to the Grand Line and they essentially take on the 7 warlords one after another.
Yeah, that's why I presumed.
That's why it kind of feels misplaced a little bit.
Oh yeah. I kind of had that idea. I know that Bleach suffers from the same problem, so yeah, that was one of my...
The idea about the power and how it was nerfed by water is to show that he introduces a Logia type, which seems so drastically overpowered, as you can't hit him, you can't do anything. So there had to be some sort of weakness.
No, I think some sort of weakness is
the first one.
I think some sort of weakness is very fair.
Sorry.
Like I can understand there being a weakness. My issue was the weakness was so easy. They were right next to an ocean, and Luffy pretty much easily managed to defeat him with the water.
They were in the middle of the desert. What do you mean?
Desert.
The ocean was right next to them.
No, they were.
It wasn't.
They had an oasis.
Ocean.
It was an oasis.
See ya, Kakarot.
One Piece is all ocean, my dude.
I know. But Crocodile just had that massive Achilles heel, and I just did not like that aspect of the story.
Yeah, it's an Achilles heel that's also something that's kind of important for basic survival for any living being. So you kind of need water. So granted, it wasn't the smartest idea to...
I'm just saying that the Achilles heel, in my opinion, just seems really dumb in a lot of ways. I'm fine with the character having a weakness, but the weakness was just so drastic that it felt very, very easy and simple in the end of the battle. It was very underwhelming.
What were the other issues you have with the arc?
Alabasta as a nation, I really felt like... So here's the thing. Alabasta is an entire country, and its strongest warrior loses like that. I wish that the warriors in Alabasta, we got some more view on them and strength. I'm talking about the Hawk guy.
Well, Alabasta, for the most part, is a peaceful nation.
I know, but I still wish the strongest warrior in the entire nation that he calls himself was at least able to put up somewhat of a fight and not lose in 12 seconds.
But at the same time, Crocodile is one of the strongest characters in the entire series.
Yeah.
And this one
in the saga, at least.
No, I can totally understand that, but
at that point of time, you know what I'm saying? This is just one country.
I don't think that at the start of a story, these Straw Hats should be more powerful than an entire country. So much so that they can beat one of these 7 warlords. And I understand why Oda did what he did due to the way that he wrote his story, but I just did not like that aspect of Alabasta.
I would not say that they are stronger than an entire country just because Luffy fought and granted lost a couple times before he was able to finally win. Just because they took down a secret organization and assisted in basically causing a ceasefire, it doesn't mean that they're stronger than the entire kingdom.
Pokesel, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Let Johnny finish, and then I'll ask the question.
Yeah, it just means that they were able to pacify the kingdom, and they are strong enough to at least make a difference in the world. This entire saga was basically to show, hey, the Straw Hats are strong enough to significantly change the world around them. This is pretty much the first time that we actually see that in the Grand Line, and into such a large extent.
Okay, so my question is, so your issue in this case is you don't think they should be stronger than an entire country, than everyone in the country. Okay, so why doesn't that bother you in Drum Island?
What do you mean, Drum Island?
They're stronger than everyone on Drum Island.
Well, they were more like the way that it felt in the series was like Alabasta was like a bigger nation, if that made sense. Drum Island was like a pitiful nation that was already weakened. Does that make sense? So it made sense in my head. Yeah, it made more sense in my head for them to be stronger than Drum Island, because Drum Island was a crippled nation from what happened with the pirates earlier.
Okay.
Alabasta was also crippled. They just went 3 years without water, and there's a civil war.
When it came to Alabasta, the civil war made sense, but like I felt like there had to be like some, like the strongest warrior should have been more hyped up. I feel like he should have been stronger, if that makes sense.
The other thing I wanted to mention is you said that that Crocodile having a weakness is a bit of having that kind of weakness was a bit of a problem.
I felt
there's a common, yeah, that's totally fine. But there's a common thread in a lot of the Logia users in One Piece, where they basically have this ultimate defense all the time, so like they don't have to worry about actually fighting. So if someone like tries to attack Crocodile, it's gonna go through him 99,000 times out of 99,001, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them, when they actually get hit, kind of go into shock, because like that's not supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. And like most of them aren't actually prepared to fight like hand to hand with people, especially not in this half of the Grand Line, who like can actually hit them. So Crocodile doesn't really have so much like it is a weakness, but it's more like he doesn't have to be a strong fighter outside of his power.
No, yeah, so, I expect Crocodile to be stronger than the entire country. Like, don't get me wrong, I expect Crocodile to be stronger than Alabasta. He's one of these 7 warlords. I expect him to be stronger than, like, at his peak, at that level of strength. What I don't expect, and what I wasn't expecting, was for all of his subordinates to be stronger than the main members of the Alabasta, like, court, if that makes sense. Like, the main...
Well, the only one we saw fight any of them was Robin.
The Hawk.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, Robin fought them.
But only Robin fought the Hawk,
yeah.
No one else.
And Robin destroyed the Hawk in, like, 12 seconds.
Yeah, but Robin's
power's OP.
He's a bird, and she can grab him from anywhere. Like, at some point,
as long as she can see it, yeah.
I don't know. I just wish that the military had more of a impact on certain aspects of things. I did like the whole countries trying to come together and how it was a war happening in one. Like, I did like that aspect, and I liked Vivi's goodbye, but it just felt like certain aspects in power leveling just felt off to me in some ways. And also in certain parts of the series, it felt like it dragged on a little bit in the manga. Like Luffy losing 3 times, him, quote unquote, he doesn't die, but like it's like it appears through the chapter that he does die 2 of those times. I know he's coming back, but like, you know what I mean.
Imagine reading the manga. It couldn't be me.
In the anime, even it does kind of seem like that he dies at times, but it's pretty. Still felt obvious that it's One Piece.
Well, the only reason why I knew that he didn't die was because I know that he comes back because I've watched videos about Wano, and he's the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another 800 chapters.
Main character. There's like 800 more chapters.
So are those really your 2 complaints?
Yeah, the third one is at some parts it drags on with like Luffy dying through. Well, when I say dying, I'm not saying dying. I mean like completely destroyed 3 times in a row. I love how he learned from his weakness, but the whole Achilles heel being that much of an overpowering feature with him felt kind of like it felt like Luffy went from not being able to touch Crocodile to being able to easily win with like almost no effort is how it felt.
overplaying the impact of the water because it didn't give him any sort of boost in damage, or it didn't lower.
Luffy, excuse me?
It's used his blood.
Water Luffy, the most powerful form he's ever had.
Get out of here.
Greater than
He's
Tank
leaking.
Man.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with OG here though, but because like at the end of the day, Luffy didn't like. At the end of the day, the problem was Luffy couldn't hit Crocodile. Now he could hit Crocodile, but it's not like he like destroyed Crocodile. Like
That's what
Luffy
it felt
was barely
like,
surviving
bro.
the entire time.
No, I agree.
I
but
mean,
like,
Luffy,
I just wish that I actually wish Crocodile had won there, but he realized that Alabasta was switching, and then he has to leave.
Well, he wasn't there for any of that.
Like, I feel like that would have been a lot
with
better.
that.
But like,
Oh, also we didn't mention it, but Pluton.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget Bon Clay.
Yes.
Ah, Bon Clay's the man.
The ugliest man in the
Bon
world.
Clay.
I wasn't a
the
fan
man, the myth, the
of
legend.
the other
Who cares
pirate.
that you didn't like Bon
No, I wasn't a fan of the other pirate. I don't know his name.
Clay? Mr.
Meet
2?
Ace Day.
So
Yeah,
vague.
Mr. 2.
Oh,
You didn't like Mr. 2?
it's fair
He's
right
so
now.
good.
People like him a lot later. Is the thing.
Nah, he was such a
Yeah, there's a specific. Although his devil fruit
Who are you
is
talking about?
very interesting.
the one who fought Zoro.
No.
Oh,
that's not-
Daz Bones.
Bones, yes.
Does bones.
Or can now
What?
cut steel.
Is he Doflamingo? I'm so confused with that.
Oh,
Doflamingo Warlord.
I thought his name was Daz Bones. Or
Like,
something
is
like that.
It's
Mr.
Daz
2
Bones.
like the secret
I don't
Doflamingo
remember.
guy? Because he stands on one leg.
No,
Okay.
Doflamingo, when you see him, you'll recognize him. He looks like a flamingo, man.
Yeah.
Well, that
Was
guy looks
Yeah.
like Doflamingo. Oh, sorry.
Was Crocodile Mr. 1 or Mr. 0?
Zero.
Zero.
that's
One
Mr.
was
Daz
Daz
Bones, Daz Bones was number 1, and then
Oh,
Bon Clay
you're
was
right.
number 2.
That's my bad.
Yeah, we're talking about Bon Clay.
Mr. 5 was
It
not the
sounded
best.
like
Speed
you were
Dragon.
talking about Daz
Fruit.
Bones.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, we did bring.
Somebody
did bring-
said something in the chat real quick. Mr. 5 was the best.
I'm
Was he?
I don't remember.
wrong. That's
Boom
fine.
boom fruit.
Mr. 2 is best, I think. Especially like not even in this.
Yeah.
round, in a different
What do you
style.
mean? Robin's the
Yeah.
best.
Robin is the best. True.
Oh, actually, yeah,
Nah.
you're right. You're right.
Sadly disagree. Sadly disagree.
Okay,
No, I'm
Ainz,
sorry, Robin is
Ainz, I am
waifu.
sorry, man,
Robin
but
is waifu.
you're being banned from the Discord server. It was nice knowing you, fam.
Also, can we?
He's not kidding.
can we
Oh, the
talk about
Mr.
how-
Prince moment. Oh, sorry, OG. I just
Mr. Prince.
Oh,
really
so
good
good.
moment.
It's so good, Mr. Prince.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was
can
a.
we talk about
honestly, I appreciate it now
Okay,
more.
We
than
keep
I did
interrupting OG. Everybody, be quiet for 1 sec.
Can we talk about how
I'm sorry.
epic Usopp's moment was when like he was being scared for the whole fight, and then when it finally came to like, okay, is he gonna run away or is he gonna fight? He like stands there and literally takes a concussion, and then wins the fight.
Okay.
Also,
OG, you
Luffy is like he will be king of the pirates.
you guys are gonna be pissed at me, but every time there's an Usopp fight, I just want to get to the following fight.
But
You'll
did
get-
you watch the fight? Like, did you watch
No,
it?
no,
in
I read
full?
it. I read
There's a
it. But
specific fight that I can think
every
of that you
time
better
I
not
read
skip.
an Usopp fight, I read them still. But I'm just anxious to get to the following fight, not the Usopp
Okay, but
fight.
what didn't you like about the fight?
No, it's nothing that I didn't like. It's just I'm more hyped to see other characters fight.
That just
Well,
sounds
that's
like
fair.
bias.
Yeah, I'm being
I mean-
straightforward. It's biased. I'm not saying that's a negative thing in the arc.
You're really hurting me, man.
No.
You're really
OG, I'm not saying
hurting
it's a
me.
bad part about Usopp. I'm just saying I don't like his character, so I just don't care for his fights. Does that make sense?
I think the biggest thing is that like compared to everybody else who's like pretty badass when they fight, Usopp is losing for the most part, looking like a coward, and then he does something smart. You know what I'm saying? So
I like
I can see what you're
Nami's
saying.
fight though.
Nami's fight is hilarious.
Yeah, I love how Usopp made the tool, and it was just like it kept on doing things that she didn't want it to do.
Basically, party trick, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, it's a weapon, majigger thing."
Read the other side of the instructions.
With these like IQ instructions.
Mhm. But yeah, But it had the Mr. Prince moment. I liked that. I liked when Smoker was underwater, and Luffy said to save Smoker, even though Smoker was his enemy. Like that, I think that really truly shows Luffy's morality in a lot of ways.
There's also like just the idea that Smoker has to, like, you see him really like judging the sense of justice. He's like, this guy's a pirate, but also just saved my life, trying to save this country. What do I do? And like, it's the first time he's really face to face with like, maybe all pirates are bad.
If I'm excited for anything in this arc, it's to see more of well, first of all, it's to see more of Sanji. I mean, more of Sanji, more of Zoro, more of Luffy. But if there's any specific antagonist type character that I want to see where he grows in his morality views, it has to be Smoker. Like, I really want to see how his morality changes and how his viewpoints change throughout the series.
By the way, let's not forget.
I wish he got more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget Koza, a legend, and his dad, Toto, the guy that was digging the water.
Oh, yeah.
He never gave up.
I really liked when Koza changed sides. Like, I think that part was really sick. And then Crocodile had other people on the other side shot him, and a lot of stuff broke out. And I do think that Alabasta sets that pressure up very well about how this whole time the people have been manipulated to think that their king is this evil mastermind. I think that was done really well.
Right.
Also, we haven't mentioned Ace, who is introduced.
Oh yeah, Ace! I love Ace. Ace is a goat. Ace is easily a goat.
He's actually a person. Chopper's the goat.
Chopper's a reindeer, man.
We established this earlier. Chopper's the goat.
Real quick,
No,
I don't remember. I don't know if you guys know this,
this.
but like, if you guys read the manga and seen the anime, his introduction is way cooler. Like in the anime,
Is it?
like, especially that like when he was attacking the ships that were attacking him. In the manga, it's like I think it's only like one panel.
Oh yeah, that's true. It only happened like it glossed over that part. Like yeah, he just kind of blew them up.
In the anime, it was much better. It's just like that Luffy scene in Drum Island. It's much more impactful when you see it in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the anime can add a lot of more layers to the emotional spectrum, especially if you start adding music to it. So yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I remember. I think some aspects. I probably think my favorite moment in Alabasta though is Vivi's goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
That was a beautiful moment. I actually like it better manga versus anime, just because I was reading the colored manga, and the spreads just looked so beautiful, and it really brought the emotions in all the way. I feel like great moment.
The really cool thing in the anime is when they're doing that, they play the. I don't know if they were at the second opening yet. I think they were third opening, but they play the first opening, and you're just like, oh god.
They do the first opening and the second opening.
Oh, do they? I thought it was just the first.
Yeah, so they open that scene with or they start that scene with the first opening, and then as the crew starts going away, they do the second opening.
Nice.
It's really good, actually.
I need to rewatch that then.
I literally just did.
Yeah.
I finished Alabasta today again.
Oh, did you? Did you?
What? I
Me and
haven't watched Alabasta in like 6 years, I think.
Well, I'm rewatching it with one of my friends, and like
I can just picture Evan being like, "There's not enough people writing spiders in this saga."
That's very much what happened, actually.
But I'm trying to think if there's anything more to talk about the saga.
Well, we had some
poneglyphs.
Poneglyphs, yep. I don't like. Well, you guys didn't have it if you read the manga, but they had the filler arc with the extra poneglyph, and like that's just never mentioned again. That drives me crazy.
Wait, the extra poneglyph. I don't remember that.
There's a filler arc there's a filler
episode.
Oh,
it's after Alabasta. I know what you're talking about.
It's in Alabasta.
Yeah. It's the filler arc in Alabasta at the end.
Yeah. No, it's like right at the beginning almost.
Oh, okay.
When they're like lost in
I
the
remember that.
yeah, they get lost in the desert and separated, and
Is it when they found that camel?
no. So Zoro, Chopper, and Luffy are by themselves, and like they fall into the ground, and they find like this ruin with a poneglyph in it, and like they just never bring it up.
I remember everything except the part about the poneglyph. Wow.
Yeah, there's a poneglyph down there.
I didn't remember that.
Wow. You live better
I
lives.
remember the filler episode where there's this random guy in the middle of the desert trying to get money.
His name is Scorpion. He's trying to prove that he's a hero to his children.
Yes. Honestly, that isn't too bad of that was filler, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, some of the One Piece filler is actually really good. Like, I like that character.
I only ever watched one of the filler arcs, and it was the one in East Blue Saga. Because I didn't realize it was filler, even though Johnny told me it was filler.
Was it the dragon?
Was it the dragon one?
Yeah.
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 That was okay.
They like.
I like the scissor fruit. I want the scissor fruit.
They do allude to like the voice thing later that I can't really talk about. You know, with Luffy.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And like that's kind of neat, but nothing else about that arc is good.
They also kind of foreshadowed his Luffy's scar a tiny bit. But
alright. Rankings of the Alabasta arc.
10 out of 10.
Alright.
9 out of 10.
with a 10. Johnny with
9.
a 9. What about you, Axel?
8.
8 from Axel.
8?
What about you, Hines?
I'd say 9 as well, or
9.
8.9 just to go one lower than Drum Island.
What about you, RTO?
So, for me, when I rate arcs, I usually do them based on the series itself, just to be fair. And if it wasn't for Wano, I would give it a 10. But so I'm gonna give it a 9. I don't do 2.5s. I mean, good villain, a lot of lore, new character that's important, Robin. Ace got introduced. We talked about that. Good fights. It had everything you wanted in an arc for the most part.
Alright. So I guess it's the big reveal. I would give it a 7.5. Well, originally.
Wow.
Originally, but after talking in voice chat, I'm bumping up to an 6.5 out of. No, I'm just kidding. An 8 out of 10.
Reasonable.
Also, nobody's bringing it up. This arc, I'm pretty sure it's the first arc we see it. Luffy's god tier impressions of the crew.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
His impression of Zoro, priceless.
Oh my goodness.
Me too.
Also, speaking of Zoro, after his fight with Daz Bones, one of the things that it was another step up for his evolution because he wanted to be able to cut, what was it, diamonds?
Steel.
No. What he does is he cuts steel, and then after the fight, Daz Bones is like, "Will you cut diamonds next?" And he's like, "Well, that would be a waste."
Yeah.
Yeah. So another step for Zoro's evolution.
We
Obviously,
also don't have a name for it, but we got hockey there.
So I'm gonna give you guys 3 or 4 minutes. Think of 2 questions to ask. It can either be just me, it can be the entire group, but it has to pertain from Alabasta and before. And
until the beginning.
We'll get from Alabasta to the beginning. If you're talking about who's your favorite character up to this point, or top 5 characters, top 3 arcs, and just stuff like that, you can do questions that pertain to the beginning. But don't do what do you think of Arlong Park? Because that's not
step on you.
Alabasta.
And why is it Robin?
I don't like One Piece waifus, but we'll move forward.
Oh my!
Robin is the best waifu.
Robin,
excuse me.
Listen,
Just roughly introduced to her.
Listen, here's the thing with One Piece waifus, their proportions, and I'm I've been straight up about this. I like One Piece as a story, but I'm not the biggest fan of the art style Oda has. I mean, I think Oda's a great artist, but it's not my kind of art style.
Your eyes just haven't been open.
I'm more of a Berserk or Bleach art style kind of guy.
I see. So you are the Edgelord.
Yeah, I prefer edgy art, but that's besides the
also,
point.
Robin's the first one to have, or first girl to have unique eyes.
Yes.
Otherwise, like the girls all have those big pupils. All the boys have small ones. And
I like Robin so far. I'll tell you that much. I like.
Oh, also, something to note: at the end of Alabasta in the manga, there's a quote from like some random scientist, where he's like, anything that imaginable is possible on the Grand Line, or it's like anything imaginable is reality on the Grand Line, and you just don't get it in the anime.
Well, that means I don't care about it, so I don't understand.
Hey,
A random scientist, huh?
And also, what do you mean, Mr. brings up 3 obscure filler episodes?
Yeah.
I will fight you.
Axel versus Ouji. Who will win in the fight?
All right, get the Yu-Gi-Oh deck out. Let's go.
We're getting a live competition of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gosh, I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Never played it.
It's not the hardest game to figure out.
It's hard now, but it's not hard back in the day, man.
I mean, it's not even hard now. Like, if you want to get good, like pro level, then sure. But that's with everything.
Are you kidding me? Link Summon isn't even a game anymore at this point.
Wait,
Link
what did you
Summon?
say?
Link Summoning.
We don't
I
talk
mean,
about
that's like-
anything from past, from the new stuff. I hate the new stuff when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Disgusting.
I like pet summoning, but
Yeah.
with Link summoning.
Yeah.
When I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think of season 1. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only good stuff.
Man, Pendulum summoning was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I love how we went from talking about One Piece to talking about playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
in an instant.
Yeah, it's like an instant conversation switch. It's not like we spent like a few minutes just silent. It's just like we instantly made the switch.
I mean, the sexual
Ouji tried to
tension.
step up, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
There were sexual tones throughout the stream about Yu-Gi-Oh, and so there was just a big release afterwards.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's all I know about it.
Thank you guys for watching today's stream. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have not subscribed to anybody in the voice call or anybody that was here earlier, check them out. And I'm excited.
Subscribe to Pokesel twice.
Thanks, Axel.
Make sure you press the subscribe button twice.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah. Check out Axel if you like Yashahime content, and we'll see. he's my favorite Yashahime YouTuber.
Read my webtoon. Sorry.
I've never been so offended after doing someone a favor.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Pokesel, and you've been Pokesel.
What? His name is Pokesel? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
Stay excellent. Bye.
That's fine.
Wait, didn't you ask us to come up with questions? Was that about?
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, okay, good thing I didn't end the stream. What's your guys' question?
I was like,
okay.
I was like, why didn't we get that? Figure out question.
Yeah, okay.
So, what theme would you like to see expanded upon that you've seen so far?
The world government and the pirates, where they define morally, like freedom versus security.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the biggest theme I want to see more explored. I'm hoping it gets explored more. I think it will, because that's the main theme of One Piece. But what's up, Ouji?
What if in the next arc it had science,
instant 10 out of 10.
then the next saga is going to be an instant 10 out of 10 because it has science.
It doesn't though.
Yes, it does.
What's after Alabasta?
Skypiea. Well, the Skypiea saga.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it does
100%
have science.
Not
Yeah,
science.
it does.
100%
It does have
has
science. Yeah, it
Ah,
does.
actually, yeah, you're right. I do remember that.
That's what I thought.
That's when I dropped the anime, though.
I dropped the anime at
That's Rosa?
no, Whole Cake.
Fair.
Reasonable. Honestly, reasonable.
I see Whole Cake. I checked out all the names of the sagas because I was getting overlays done for them. So
Yeah, it was alright. I was like, you know what? I need to cut. Let me just read the manga. And good thing I did.
It's
Whole Cake
more
has a bunch
time,
of
like-
cool stuff that happens, but like, fuck, does it go on? I'm so sorry.
Such a long arc.
Facts.
In the manga, it doesn't feel like it goes on forever. Just saying.
Well,
Yeah, I kind of binged it.
And
I would
have-
have gladly taken like half a cake.
I mean, you guys already know
I'd say
the second I hit that stop streaming button, I'm gonna sit down and just read all of Skypiea.
Or you could like
No.
sleep.
I'd say everything before the pre-time skip is watchable, and everything after is like better than manga.
I would agree with that.
That's.
I mean, Wano exists.
I'm
So,
sorry,
yeah,
but
Wano exists.
Ouji remind me of something funny that happened today, and I wanna talk about. So I'm DMing Ouji this morning, like really early. Let me pull them up. Where's my DMs with you, Ouji? I gotta find them. Okay, I forgot them.
But don't expose me. This is
I
a
won't.
PG stream.
You DM'd me because I put the tweet up really early in the morning because I hadn't gone to bed yet. You said 10 p.m. CST in your tweet. Are we doing 10 EST or CST? And I said EST. My bad. I have something with Jordan Friday and CST, so I mixed up. And he said, no worries. It's all good. Now sleep. And I said night. But I was wrong. It's not night. It should be morning, and he corrected me.
I mean, what is night from morning except the position of celestial bodies?
I don't know.
Aha. Got you there.
You ever wish someone was hit by a bus? Just unrelated, obviously.
Well, I mean, I would, but I'm not a Yashihime YouTuber, so.
Have you ever
Wow.
heard someone?
I'm sorry, Axel.
2 more weeks, okay, and then I'm free.
Hey, I respect Inuyasha.
No, I respect Inuyasha too. I just know Axel wants to make other content.
God, I want to make other content.
I could have sworn you were
I feel that. I mean, once I get tired of Black Clover, I probably will feel the same way, but I'm not, so I'm cool.
I could have sworn you were a Wonder Egg YouTuber. Like, what the heck, man? What happened?
Honestly, I did one video. It did really well. I should have done more.
Do more.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably.
Wonder
just...
Egg.
Hey, I hear it's really good. I need to watch
Wonder Egg
Wonder Egg.
priority. Excuse me.
Oh wait, does anybody have any other questions readied up?
I mean, we didn't even ask a single question, to be fair.
Yeah. Like, does anybody have their 2 questions? I've only been asked 2 questions. I mean, the group has only been asked 2
I have a
questions.
question.
Okay.
Up until this point in the story, which moment would you say like completely sold you on One Piece?
Sanji's backstory.
That's good, actually.
Sorry.
What more sold?
What
What do you mean by
Also
sold you?
correct answer.
What?
What do you mean by sold you?
I said Sanji's
Do you mean like
backstory.
No, that's what I'm asking. Like, what does he mean by sold you? Do you mean like
like made it? Like One Piece is like a commitment, you know.
I mean, when I was watching, I was just watching it. I didn't really think about how long it was.
RTO, you're right. No moment sold me on One Piece because I was forced to read it against my will because of the like goal.
Wait, what?
You don't know about that? I'm only reading One Piece right now because I said if this video gets 75 likes, I'll read all of One Piece. And it hit 75 likes.
I mean, he did the same
easy.
thing for he did the same thing for Berserk too. So like,
but Berserk is worth it though.
Berserk is worth it. That is.
Axel, what did you say?
Are you saying One Piece isn't?
Pokesel, can I give you some
No,
advice?
it is.
One Piece.
What's up, Axel?
No, man.
Next time you make a bet for a multiple 100-hour commitment, Maybe make the number higher than 75.
Okay, Axel. Usually I only get like 50 likes on my. No, usually I get like 30
That's
likes on my
not even
videos.
that much less.
Usually I get like 30 likes on my videos. This was a One Piece video, so I knew the video was gonna do bad, and then Synsei came in and put it in his community post.
Yeah,
put it on his Twitter.
video. It had like 2 views.
Like my video was doing terrible. I had like 40 views and like 12 likes, and then Sin came in and wanted to ruin my life. But we don't talk about that.
The Natsukaku thing was a high goal.
We don't talk about that. You know what? Axel is just getting back. You're a One Piece YouTuber. Axel's flaming me back.
Hey, Axel. Good job standing your ground, my boy.
I'd say he's like a 7.6 out of 10 YouTuber.
That's way
oh my goodness.
For what I post.
One thing we didn't talk about real quick. I want to address before we do your questions, if we still are doing it.
No, yeah, we can address anything.
The fact that this was like the Alabasta arc was the first time Smoker's kind of ideology was challenged because of the fact that he took credit for everything with the news and everything. Mm-hmm. That was a pretty cool moment, and it paid off a lot more once you see it later on.
Yeah, I really do want to see the effect later on because I see that bother him genuinely.
Yeah, that's gonna have huge repercussions for sure.
I'm excited.
Oh. I have a single question.
Okay, Johnny, give it.
If you could have a single devil fruit, what would it be?
Smokers.
You want to smoke all the time?
Oh, actually, yeah, true.
Having so many good options and then picking smokers.
Smokers is cool.
All of the options.
And he's powerful too.
Ace exists.
Oh yeah, Ace is this. I'm going Ace. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, RTL.
Like even Crocodile's better than Smoker.
Okay, I know what devil fruit.
Yeah. Y'all are forgetting Waffle, the best devil fruit in the entire show.
I already eat that much.
Yeah, but you can eat anything.
I do. Trust me.
You eat people? That's not good, actually.
Hey, man, if the date goes well, the date goes well.
Sounds like some war going on here.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay. Well, I have a question because the questions are kind of stagnant. Top 3 characters at this point in the story.
Luffy, Zoro, and
Ace.
Yeah, maybe Robin for me.
Oh.
Zoro, Vivi,
Zoro.
Order.
Ace.
When I was reading this, well, actually, I'm gonna go with when I was watching this. When I was watching this, it was probably. We're talking characters in general, right? Not just
any character.
Hats.
Yeah.
At that point in the story.
In that point of the story, I really liked Crocodile. I loved Sanji, and who doesn't love Zoro at this point? Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go.
I'd say Draco, Mihawk. Draco, Mihawk, Zoro, and Sanji.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zoro, Ace, and Mihawk.
Oh, that's fair. So my old one, my very, very old one, back from the East Blue review, it was, I only remember my top 2. Oh wait, no, I remember my top 3. 1 was Sanji, 2 was Zoro, and 3 was Luffy. Coming into this arc, it's changed quite a bit. Well, it was going to change. You see, Zoro was gonna overthrow Sanji, but then Sanji had the Mr. Prince moment. So Sanji's sticking at my number 1. Then Zoro again. But Luffy's been dethroned for Vivi.
Wow!
I mean,
I was not expecting that.
She deserves some respect. She's cool.
Yeah. So are you saying she's waifu material?
Not waifu, I just like her character. You'll never see me simp for One Piece waifus.
Rip.
The art style.
Oh no!
Lady
Wait, there's two. There's two.
I can't simp for that
characters,
art
one of which
style. I
will not
respect
mention.
Oda for his art, but it's not my cup of tea.
Bro, he hasn't seen post time skip Nami and Robin, so it's all right.
Bro, he hasn't seen Whitey Bay.
Pre-time skip with Dynamite was good. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I do. Oh wait, there is a One Piece waifu. There is a One Piece waifu I simp for, and it's Sanji's sister, but I haven't seen her yet.
Oh, he hasn't seen Boa Hancock either. Bro.
Actually, respect. Okay, no, fuck Boa Hancock.
No, we're not doing that here.
That's my hot take. I hate her. Like, I genuinely hate her.
You may hate her
You
personality,
hate her, or
but
you hate her?
you can't,
No, I
you can't hate how she looks.
No. Really?
You know,
She
I'm
honestly
not-
isn't even the prettiest one. She's not even the prettiest one in
I mean, One Piece
Nami
says,
is prettier.
One Piece says she's the prettiest one, so you know what I'm saying. So
You're
yeah,
forgetting a certain
canonically
mermaid,
speak-
man.
Oh, I mean, that's all right. I can kind of.
Alright.
Are we
All
talking about like
New question. Because I don't want to be spoiled. So new question. Top 3 arcs of One Piece at this point.
That's actually a good one.
Alabasta, Baratier,
At this point?
Okay.
I'm gonna say Arlong's 2, Alabasta 1.
Oh yeah, Arlong Park.
Barate's 3 because Mihawk was introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's very similar to your guys', except Alabasta's not there. But
Oh, you don't say.
Heck, bro.
No, I like Alabasta. I just don't
like-
think it's as good as
I
these
like
people
Drum
say. I think
Kingdom
it's an 8.
more.
And I think
So-
you smell like boogers.
I'll say
How about
Drum
that?
Kingdom, Alabasta, and Arlong Park. Those are my favorites.
Okay.
I'd say Baratier, Arlong Park, and then Drum Island.
Okay, what about you, Axel?
Probably Drum Island. No, number 1 would be Arlong, then Drum Island.
Mine weren't in any particular order.
I think I would go maybe Alabasta next.
Okay.
Nice.
So my number 1 is gonna be Barati. My number 2 is gonna be Arlong Park, and my number 3 is probably gonna be Drum Island. Then Little Garden, and then Alabasta, probably. No, then Romance Dawn, then Alabasta.
I mean, Roman's Dawn was cool. It was alright.
So final question. What would you rate the Alabasta saga as a whole? Every arc in the
9 out of 10.
Alabasta saga. Okay, 9 from Ouji.
It's an 8.
An 8 from Axel.
I'd say an 8-2 as well.
An 8 from Irons.
I mean, I can't argue with that. Yeah, 8.
An 8 from Johnny. What about you, RTO?
I probably would go 8. I'll go 9. I'll go 9. I feel like the
Okay.
lead up to the final arc did its due diligence, and also introduced a lot of characters, add a lot of lore. So 9. Yeah, I'll give it.
Man.
So I would give the Arlong Park saga. I would give the Alabasta saga an 8.
Fair. Respectable.
A few of the arcs went a little bit up, so it was like 3 days ago it was a 7.5, but after thinking about it, I moved up to an 8 because there's just too many good stuff in the arcs that do as this and how it connects with the story to give it any less than an 8. So yeah. Anyway, anybody else have any other questions before we end the stream?
How do you
Nope.
stay so cute all the time?
Oh, that was. I like that.
Those for you.
Alright.
I don't know the answer to that question. Otherwise, I'd be cute all the time.
Ours is cute all the time.
Urza is cute all the time.
That's true.
She cool.
Okay. Again, subscribe to all these guys' channels. Subscribe to Ainz. He likes Overlord. That's a good enough reason enough. Subscribe to Ouji. He's always sponsored by Science. Check out RTL Faith. He posts that Attack on Titan, Black Clover content, and other stuff too. But he posts some pretty good content in that field. Check out Johnny's Webtoon. And check out Axel's Yashihime channel. I'm sorry, Axel. Okay, check out Axel's One Piece channel. And
I have good One Piece content sometimes.
Also, check out his Wonder Egg video. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear good things from it.
I hear it's wonderful.
Something tells me not to watch that anime, to be honest.
From what I heard, it's like really dark though as well.
Wonder Egg?
It's really eye-opening.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me look up a synopsis. Let me see if this is worth wasting my time on.
Wasting.
The short version is that a bunch of girls had their best friends and their own lives, and they're like doing Madoka Magica stuff so they can bring them back to life.